YouTube. Just thought I'd put out a quick video, um, maybe 10, 12 minutes long. And the reason why is because I was watching Texas Prison Stories, hosted by Tim Snow. Shout out to him. I like his style. I like the way he speaks. Doesn't disrespect nobody, and just speaks like a man. Obviously he did time in the feds and Texas. I don't think I ever heard him say he did time in California, so he doesn't speak much on California, and I respect him for that. I like the way he did his correction video. He corrected Renegade Media for talking about something they do in the Texas system that he knows nothing about. People don't realize when they talk about shit and they get it wrong, they don't realize somebody can get hurt behind it. They put out wrong info. The wrong person is feeling some kind of way on a certain day, and he takes action based on what he heard. That was wrong. People don't see that. They don't get it. They just say whatever they got to say to get the views, and not give a shit about any repercussions. I don't even think anybody that never did time in Texas should even be speaking on Texas politics or Texas, how they run their program. Or, it's one thing when you speak about California because you did time in California. When you speak on a whole nother state and you never even been there, that's, now you're fishing for views, but you get your views. You got your platform well established. You get your views. You don't gotta speak on stuff you know nothing about. But I like the way Tim addressed it. He was just respectful, and I think he even mentioned that it wasn't no feud or anything like that. He just wanted to, put the right information out. So I take my hat off to Tim. He does a good show. Shout out to Texas, all my family in Texas, in Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, El Paso. So I got a lot of family in Texas. And one of my cousins was killed by some individuals from the Texas Army way back when it started. But that was something they had going on. I don't know. I think he was TS. I'm not sure. No, I think he was Texas Army, and I think the guy that killed him was TS. But it was a long time ago, 70s or something. But I liked on Tim's video how he showed these blacks and Mexicans running head up fades. And I thought that shit was tight. Not glorifying what was happening, but how it was happening. You see, you won't never see no shit like that in California and CDC. Never. Motherfuckers ain't running no head up fades. I'll tell you, the only ones that would do that would be the blacks and the Bulldogs. Everybody else, they ain't giving no head up fades. The Bulldogs and the blacks, they'll run that shit. They'll run that shit with anybody. And I'm not saying that they're all unbeatable. Some will take a loss, but what I'm saying is they'll go out there and throw them from the shoulders. And if they get their ass whipped, they'll do it again. And I don't think the Woods would do it. Shout out to the Woods. I got a lot of Fresnex homies. But I don't know if they would do it. I know the Northerners and the Southerners wouldn't do it. That's why you always hear of, you know, 40 of them rushing 10 bulldogs, or, you know, 20 of them and 20 of them rushing, 5 bulldogs. That's why you hear that, because they ain't running no head up fade. I tell you that. Bulldogs are built for that shit. Blacks are built for that shit. I know in Fresno, different hoods will get together in somebody's backyard and just run head up fades all day. And that was being done since I was a little kid, since I was like 8, 9 years old. So motherfuckers out of Fresno, they're built for that. Ain't nobody running no head up fades. To be honest, I think that's how prison should be. Then you can see what every individual has in their heart, what kind of skills they have from the shoulders. It's real easy to rush somebody with 5 people and get them on the ground and stomp them out. That's easy. What you gonna do when you're face to face with somebody? You're going to the shoulders, from the shoulders. That's where you're gonna see where your heart is at. That's where you're gonna test your skills. That's what you're gonna test and see what kind of chin you got. A lot of people, they can't do that. They can't handle it. And then they make these leadership positions, without even proving what kind of skills they got. Yeah, they can do some damage with a knife, coming from the back, but can you do damage with your hands coming from the front? That's a big question that a lot of people on the streets get confused. Youngsters, they get confused. They think because somebody just came out of prison that all of a sudden they're tough, and they can chunk them. But these YouTube videos, is a lot of it's putting out the truth. Is they're only going to rush you if it's 5-on-1, 10-on-1. That's what the YouTube videos is really showing and exposing. So the one in Texas, when they're doing the head up fades, that's something that should be done everywhere. I think builds up your manpower, builds up their heart, builds up their confidence. They can take one in the chin, get knocked down, and get back up. Builds them up. Because it's real easy to send 10 against 1. You send 10 against 1, you don't really know where either their heart is at. You don't even know if they have any heart. Or they're just doing it because there's 10 of them. But yeah, in the CDC, you'll never see that ever. And if you do, then shit, it might be 50 years from now, but that shit ain't happening. Like I said, fact is the only ones that do it a head up fade with anybody, it'd be the Bulldogs and the Blacks. These other groups, they ain't running it like that. They ain't doing it like that. I'm not saying that they're soft. I'm not saying that, because everybody has individuals, that can chunk them, and everybody has individuals that are weenies. See, but that's what these other groups will try to prevent, is their weenies being exposed. That's why they have the no hands policy, because they don't want to take a L. So they're going to have to use a weapon, But yeah, I'm not saying that either side is soft. I'm just saying that they have a lot of weenies, and they do have some that have heart, and they do some, have some that'll fuck you up. But there's also some that have heart but don't have no hands, and every group has those, but that's why they won't run no head up fade like what they were doing on this video from Texas Prison Stories. They ain't gonna do that shit. I'll tell you that. That's a fact. But I like that. I think every prison should do it like that. I think every prison should do it like that, and with at least boxing gloves. A long time ago, they used to have boxing in prison. out in Folsom. That's where Tony the Tiger Lopez came out of. He was boxing out of Sacramento. You know, he started boxing. Well, he was already boxing, but he was boxing in the pen in Folsom. People don't know about Tony the Tiger. Even some Northerners don't even know about Tony the Tiger. But that's old school, OG stuff. But yeah, even if they have boxing gloves and people still won't run no head up fade, and I know that for a fact because they're too busy wanting to how you say it, they want to set an example. They want to prove a point, so they want to make sure that you get beat down and stomped out, and it's all good and all that, but they don't really show where your heart is at. They don't really show where your soldiers are at. But I like that. Thanks for sharing that, Tim. Now, I got a lot of respect for you. I like the way you run your channel, and politely and respectfully. But yeah, I just wanted to share this, share that with everybody. Like I said, I've been busy. I don't put out too much. Only when something catches my attention, I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to speak on it because it ain't nothing but the truth. I ain't on here to tell you no lies and try to glorify something and make me seem like I'm something that I'm not, like a lot of people on here do. You know, quiet is kept. It's just how everybody does their own program. That's how I do mine. On a respect level, I try to give it, and as well as receive it. But if you like the video, hit the like, subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell so you're notified when I put another one out. Share with your family and friends. And, as you know, it's everything that I'm saying is true. Like always though, hope everybody's in good health. Hope you're all in good health. Your kids are in good health, and hope all your kids are safe. Once again, if you like it, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike. I ain't tripping. I ain't getting nothing out of this anyway. I'm just sharing the moment with you guys. But like always, I'll get at you guys in another couple of days. As soon as something else catches my attention. But that's it for now. God bless. I'm out. Peace.